Well, hello, all our beautiful people. I didn't get the message in. Sorry.
But it's not Thursday.
Haha. Welcome,
It's
welcome, welcome.
hangout time on Tuesday.
Auntie Ann, I saw that you called. I apologize. Walmart was nuts and I was not answering my phone, and it's been crazy since we left. So I will give you a call back probably tomorrow if that's okay.
We got Ace in here,
Hi, Ace.
and there's J Bay.
J Bay.
Love ya. And then, of course, I have Auntie Ann saying hello to everybody.
Yeah.
Um, she said, no
Did,
worries.
did you get your hotel booked? Um, or decide where you're going to book? We've got a beans to spill for members only tonight.
Oh,
Yes, we do.
just
Oh,
had
you
a
weren't
question.
bothering me, honey. Walmart bothers me. In fact, we done looked up. We're gonna do Walmart Plus because I tell you what, Laura and Ollie were here this last week, and she and I went to Walmart.
Hi,
She couldn't
Diane.
believe how busy our Walmart was here because it's a retirement community. What else are people gonna do?
Yeah.
And it was the first. It was nuts.
Well, and it's the only one, I mean, being the beginning of the month, right? And I think the day that you guys went
Hi,
was the
Kathy.
first. And then, yeah, it's the only Walmart within, well, I guess
No,
45
yeah,
minutes.
Flippin's got one.
But still, I mean, for this area, it's the main one. They come down even out of Missouri. So,
Yeah. So we believe that when we get back from Michigan, we are going to do Walmart Plus.
well, and we've said for a lot of times to ourselves, because if we go after 6 p.m., it's decent. But it just happened to be that we needed to go to town today when we went, which was early in the day. And I think it was around noon, 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It was awful.
not the good time to go in there, but we did because I had to buy new jeans and a shirt.
But you didn't get those at Walmart.
No, but that's why we went to town.
It was.
Oh,
Are you really going to do that on
yeah,
lives?
good thing they don't have smell-o-vision.
I can't believe you. I can't edit this.
I know.
I am so sorry.
You ruined all my
guys.
other ones. I had to make sure I got one that's unedited.
If y'all knew how many farts I edit out of videos.
Yeah, so I had to go.
Did they? We don't watch TV, so we don't watch the news. I thought that two judges ordered that they had to be paid.
Yeah, but here a lot of people are on Social Security.
It's a retirement community.
Yeah, and so they're getting that, or they're still getting their retirement pensions. I know we've had a few people ask us, like, none of my stuff, my VA disability or my or not VA pension, my Marine Corps pension, hasn't been affected as of yet for any of the government shutdown stuff. So they can keep doing their little shenanigans up in DC and maybe pull their head out of their butt. But yeah, so we had to go to town because, well, we were looking for another dress for you.
For the wedding.
And well, I think, well, you found one, but you found one for the cruise.
I did not. I found one for the cruise.
Yeah. But you got some tops.
It's a real casual wedding, almost kind of Western theme. So I think I'm going to wear my jean skirts. And I did find like a shirt to wear with it. And he picked up a new flannel because that's what they're wearing, and new jeans, and a pair of new boots, which, y'all, I've been wanting him to get new boots for a while.
Just got mine broken in.
They flop over like a wet noodle.
They're comfortable.
Yeah. He's needed new boots for a long time.
So we broke down. We ended up having to go to a few different stores for that.
Hi, Diane.
Just because I got to have specific ones. And so, but we did. We found them at Hirsch. Actually got lucky because we went there and they had a sale. So, yeah, that was pretty awesome. Still just been kind of chill days, guys. We had such.
It was from Wednesday till Sunday. It was nonstop rotating guests. Like I said, absolutely love it. But I'm definitely feeling my age. And I'm not sleeping well again. There's not been a day that I've slept past 3 a.m. And that's the latest. Most days I'm up at 1 or 2. Yeah. I think I've had one day in the last week that
Yeah.
I've been up or that I slept until 6:30.
Well, and of course everybody knows, daylight savings messes you up, and
Oh
then
yeah.
it
Yeah.
was it was Sunday. We literally headed into the house to go to bed at like 7:30 at night.
Thank you, Kelly.
Because they well, we
It
were
gets
just
so
we were
dark.
whooped, and then it was dark, and it had been dark for a while, so we were like, hey, we'll go in. It's got to be 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then we looked at the clocks and we're like, okay, we're still going to bed anyways, like
But
whatever.
it doesn't matter what time I go to bed. Does not matter. I could go to bed at 7, I could go to bed at 11. I am still up at 1, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And so like after a week of only a few hours sleep, like I'm dragging.
Yeah.
I am really dragging.
Well, and then
And
we've
it
got
made Walmart that more
yeah,
irritating today.
the anticipation of this trip to go up to
Yeah.
Michigan, which it's only for a weekend. I mean, we will be heading back home on Sunday, but it's going to be a lot in a short amount of time, plus the
Yeah.
driving. But it's good to know because it's one of those, this is our last little hoorah type deal of leaving for like 2.5 months. I mean, till the end of January.
That's the longest we've been able to be home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going to be nice because we're going to be able to catch up on stuff. You guys seen the video? Getting the outdoor kitchen done as much as we did, and that was awesome.
It is so cool. I mean,
yeah.
I can't. It's not done yet by any means, guys. We still have the railings to put up. We still have the bottom cabinets to deal with.
Yeah.
I didn't even finish filming the thrifts and Hobby Lobby because I got so mad at myself for being so indecisive and not being able to like lock on. I did lock on to some prints because I'll tell you guys, because you're members, I wanted to do curtains along the bottom to cover. Well, we're going to put shelves there, but I wanted the curtains to kind of close it off. I found so much beautiful material, Hobby Lobby, and my cheap ass wouldn't pay the money. It was going to be about $150. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Ain't no way. No way.
What's going on, Kent? Glad you can make it in, buddy.
Yeah. So I may look into that honestly in the end because I'm at my wit's end, literally. Like I can barely function during the day.
Yeah. Well, and I think that there's the fact that not having your CPAP, we still haven't gone through that process. We need to, that's going to be part of that 2.5 months when we get back home, is getting in, because it's been hard to make a doctor's appointment knowing that, hey, well, we're leaving, and then you're trying to narrow something down in a small amount of time, and it's been difficult. So I'm pretty sure that I think I'm due for my annual, but I need to get an appointment into the VA to get my CPAP and stuff checked out and recertified and all that kind of stuff. And plus, I'm almost certain I'm due for my annual in like December.
I have no trouble falling asleep. I am out like a light.
Yeah.
It's staying asleep. Because if I wake up, it may end up being a twofold thing. I am the most anti-medication person you would ever believe as a nurse. I'm seriously thinking of doing something about the anxiety. Once my brain starts, when I wake up, I can't shut it off. Yeah. I know we've had lots of lives about this, and I've talked about it a lot. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. So as much as I hate to admit it, if there's a medication that's going to shut my brain down, that doesn't have like intrusive thoughts and a million miles an hour, I'm thinking about taking it. Thinking about taking
no side effects. Okay.
I may look at that. As long as it keeps me asleep. Party time. Yeah. Well, yes and no. Our hotel is like an hour or half hour, 45 minutes.
Half an hour.
From the reception site. So I am not drinking on this reception. So this is Jason's.
Yeah, because the area we're going to, which is my original hometown, and yeah, there's like 2 hotels, and they know they're the only 2 hotels, and they're ridiculously expensive, and they're not even that great. So they we kind of looked and actually, if you remember our video when we went up to Michigan over the summer, towards the end of the summer,
Yeah.
we're going to stay in that same hotel because the
Yeah.
actual wedding ceremony is in that town, and then we got to go over to the next town over, which
For the
isn't bad.
reception.
Yeah, that's for the reception and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it'll be fun. It
It'll be
really will.
interesting. I mean, I always have, what's the word, like trepidation about going back to Michigan. The 2 years that I lived in Michigan with Jason I was never received well, with open arms, and so it was an awful 2 years, and so I I always have an increase in anxiety going back, uh, to all this, and of course dealing with the exes and all that. I think that probably amps up a lot of the stress and anxiety
Yeah.
as well.
Kath, we're going back to that same spot, Southwest Michigan,
Mhm.
where we were at. Going to be in that same area. There's Helen and them.
Hi guys.
Just coming over from. I think Gumby was live.
Oh yeah, and he had like 500 people in there.
Yeah.
Checking out the latest drama. Holy
Um,
cow, y'all! I've never been so glad to live in North Central. I'm glad
And-
we're living North Central.
Yeah. So.
Oh no! Don't tap my leg after you've been on the phone all week long, all day long, every single day. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's our members. I filter in my mouth tonight.
Not
It's
my
our
fault.
members.
Everybody's decided to call me. Yeah, and then of course this time of year, right? There's always that chance of snow. I know we talked to our son.
Yeah.
Up there, and he said that like Monday they're
Monday.
calling for a chance. So we're like, we're out of there by Sunday, so that's good.
Yeah. And Zach and Holly don't know if they're going to be able to make it because when Zach called this morning,
There's Cheryl
or FaceTime this morning,
Yeah.
he barely had a voice at all. And twofold, he was working with insulation and didn't wear a respirator, as well as he's got what the babies have. So he's got that flu thing going on. And
Yeah.
he's like, man, Mom, I don't know if I'm able to make it. You know, I don't want to get everyone sick. And so, and then that leaves us back to, well, crap a doodle. For us, we're point A, point B, point B, point A.
And, yeah. This isn't.
You know,
I mean, we're going for the wedding, but
Yeah.
you know, there's no side visits. There's like it's literally we were
Yeah.
going up. The only other difference right now is the fact that we're convoying with Aunt Swami. We did go get her Penske truck today, and so we're gonna convoy up with her to make sure that you know she doesn't have issues and not traveling alone in a big old truck. And so.
Good. I'm glad there was no drama.
Yeah.
Glad.
And so, yeah, that's kind of the only difference. And so we'll stay at my cousin, her daughter's house for the night. And, you know, so that saves
us a full 12 hours.
Yeah, that saves us a night in a hotel, which is good. But then,
our hotel is like 40 minutes from her daughter's.
Oh, no, it's like 25 minutes.
Well, 25 minutes feels like an hour when you've already been driving an hour.
Yeah. So, and it just made sense, you know. Plus, we do want to visit with them. I'm sure. I don't know. I haven't even talked to my daughter. I'm assuming all the family's going to be there, but people have things going on, so I don't know who's going to be there, who's not, who we'll be able to see. Well, but it's basically we'll be able to see who shows up to the wedding.
Well, we're going the night before to help decorate. I don't know what we're decorating, but
getting the reception hall set up and stuff.
Yeah, getting that all set up, and then we'll have the wedding Saturday. Of course, the reception Saturday. What are you doing? That was awful.
Because I put my foot up on here, and when I did, it went to roll forward on that little footrest, and I almost ate the keyboard.
So then I'll drive us back to the hotel on Saturday night, and we will get up, and we are leaving out Sunday morning. Waste not, want not. We're getting it, and it'll be straight back here to Arkansas because it's getting cold here. Jenna Bug's anxious to work on her house, and we need to get that knocked out.
Yeah, because she's wanting to at least get the bedroom area, power ran, get it insulated, get the bedroom finished first. That'll be the first priority, is getting the bedroom done so that she can heat it. And then it'll be kind of, we'll work out from there, get the bathroom done and all the plumbing and that, and then work on the kitchen. Because the kitchen's going to be last, one, because that's her least important to her
She comes here
area.
to eat.
But then, we're going to take some trips. Like, we'll probably go up to Springfield, to the restore up there, and look at cabinets and stuff, because there is one in West Plains, but they don't normally have a lot. I mean, we'll go check them out. But
on the way up.
Yeah. We'll go hit that one, but then Springfield's a really big one. So.
But she's also building as she earns.
Yeah. So it's going to be
it's going to be a month before she has the cash to do another project. I did not see that, but that is, we had so much fun.
She was excited to come because when we were supposed to get that frost, and so they went out there, and I mean, we got several bushels of green tomatoes, and she's like, "Can I take some and like have?"
I'm like,
and we're
absolutely.
Like, take a whole basket.
And she went through all of those seeds and picked up tons of seeds. As soon as Jason got my dehydrator set up, I was already, because I needed to harvest oregano anyway, got that harvested. So she and I picked stems and got quite a bit of oregano.
Awesome.
I've not seen that yet. I do need to go check it out.
Yeah. The wedding's not in a barn.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my oldest she did one in
the reception.
Yeah.
No, it was. The whole thing was there.
Yeah, there was
the
big,
wedding was out in the thing, and then the reception.
They're doing theirs where they're just they're going to his family church and gonna do the ceremony at the church, and then
the Legion,
American Legion, or something like that, is where
it's very low key.
Yeah,
very low key.
But barn weddings, they are pretty cool. I know that one that our daughter did because we were still living in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And went to that one.
Well, we were on the way out because
that
was my goal, was to not have the walker.
Yeah.
By Kirsten's wedding.
Because I think, it was like 2 weeks. We can have 2 weeks after her wedding is when we loaded up and moved to Arkansas.
I don't even know if it was that much. It was.
Yeah, I think it was, because I knew we had to be out of the campground by like the 15th, and I want to say they got married at the beginning of October, I think. But
too weird to mail. Yes.
So make a trip this way.
Well, I will tell you, it will be a while. Jason and I, and part of that bean spilling's coming up, y'all. Jason and I have decided that for the vast majority of 2026, we're keeping our asses home. We're done. I'm tapping out. I tap. White flag. I'm getting too old.
Well, and I know every one of you are saying it right now because we've been told it 100 times every time that we say it, and I was kind of like one of those, we need to quit saying it. But you're right. We said that last year that, hey, for 2025 we were going to be home more. This year for 26, yes, we are going to be more extremely deliberate of not just jumping to go do any little thing. I mean, we're gonna make a very extreme concerted effort to just stay home.
Yeah, because a lot of it is, and I got all snarky pants, and mind you, this might be from lack of sleep, but I'm gonna get all snarky pants here. Just because we followed our dreams that we worked our whole lives for, it doesn't automatically default that we have to be the ones to travel everywhere. Sorry, not sorry. I'll say it right here. When we first moved, because of who Jason and I are, we're like, yeah, we're probably going to be the ones that have to do all the travel. And it just became a thing.
You're getting filled in now, Lauren. What's up? Lauren and Joel made it in.
Hi, Lauren and Joel. And that's just not going to be, we're putting a stop to that. That's a punishment for us following our dreams. And I'm not going to subscribe to that. So for this point and further on, you want to see us, yes, we will still make our annual trips or whatever it is. We're not going out of our way. We're not. And just because we're following our dreams does not automatically put the burden on us to have to be the ones to travel to everyone. So, yeah, that's my snarky bit because I'm lack of sleep and I had one glass of wine. Well, not even a glass.
Get it
Yeah.
out of your system.
I'm getting it out of my system because I love our members.
Saying that be upset if you don't go to the meetup and Freedom Weekend. And as it sits right now, right, unless something comes up that's going to keep it, it's like we already have our site reserved for Mid-America. We're not looking at doing any other one, but also status of projects, like we're reserved, so we know we're guaranteed to be able to get a site, but there's a possibility
that we won't go.
Yeah, and the same thing with Freedom Weekend. We're excited to go. We're looking forward to it go, but it's one of those, and I think that there's going to be another difference. I think the other difference that we're going to experience with 2026, guys, is, and I know this is kind of early, right? Like just getting into November, we're talking about next year, but really we need to be planning for next year.
Yeah.
And I think the other difference is our change in not caring about the algorithm, our change of the output of videos, and not forcing ourselves to YouTube schedule, and just putting out. And so far, it's doing great. I mean, you guys have been.
It's not technically doing great.
Well, it is in the fact that.
And I'm still stressing because I haven't made the full transition yet. I know you want to smack me right now.
Well, no, it's one of those. It's doing great because it has caused us less stress on it. Like, yes, I know you're still stressing over it.
Yeah, you're great.
But also looking at we put out a couple videos since we announced we were going to do that.
Only Tuesdays.
It's one of those that I say it's great because of the support, not only from you guys that are members, because obviously you're major supporters with being members. And we see your comments. We've talked to you personally, those types of things. So we know how you feel about it. And we appreciate that because that does give us that little bit of freedom to say, hey, we don't have to worry about what YouTube says. We don't have to follow that schedule. And I think that that's going to be another helping factor. Slacking. And you got to make sure you got a truck willing to pull it first, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that that's going to help also, us not pre-planning a whole bunch of events, and trying to be at home and finishing a lot of the stuff and getting things done around here.
Yeah.
That
we got more
need
done
to
the
get
first
done.
year than we did in all the other 2 years combined.
It's kind of both, Helen, really, for the channels to relax and have fun at the meetups and stuff. And you do, right? Like, don't get us wrong.
We love spending time
100% love them. And it's great, but it also is, you want to give, and I guess it's not so much of other channels other than if they're a new channel, right? That's exciting when you get to meet another channel that you didn't know anything about again. But then, when a lot of the subscribers that show up, and it's not that we're fake on or off camera, but right? I'm going to put it on us. And I know a lot of our friends follow the same philosophy, is we want to give you've taken the time to either rent a site or just come there for the day, whatever. We don't want to be all groggy, sleepy, and be like, gone in the whole time.
So it's extra pots of coffee.
Yeah, we want to give you that level of energy that we would normally have every day. But when you're doing that for 3 days straight, your brain just gets worn out. Plus, you're meeting new people and trying to remember, who did you meet? Whose conversation did you have?
Like, and it's not just the meetups. Like, if the meetups were like close, not a problem. But a lot of people may not realize, because we are in Arkansas, if we're pulling the camper, we're every bit 5 hours away from the West Side gang, right? So it's not just the
That's
meetup
good, Lauren.
time.
That's good.
It's the travel time. And that's the thing that kind of stresses me out the most, because I think about all the things that could go wrong. Ooh. Yeah. So, and it's a beautiful drive, but it's a treacherous drive because you're going through the mountains and whatnot. So it's not necessarily the actual meetup. Although, yes, like what he said, I'll attest to that. It's the travel to and from. And because we have the travel to and from, we always end up booking a day earlier and we stay a day later. And so tack that on to a 3-day weekend, you're looking at 5 days. So 5 days, for those of you that have homesteads, a lot can happen on your homestead in 5 days. And I'm tired of being disappointed in my garden and in our animals and all that. So, but that's basically
Dawn's
what we're
making
gonna be
it
doing.
in. Say hi to
Hi,
Dawn.
Dawn.
ATN says, yeah, they'll use. Oh, good. Okay. I mean, he saved you last time. Why not? So Kat says, I love that outdoor kitchen. I so want to see it in person maybe next year. Yeah, and that would be awesome.
We're actually planning
And
on
right,
being home.
and that'll be the other cool part is I know there's, we're not saying everybody, guys, right? We're not creating a meetup at the homestead, but there are certain people that we've been talking to and communicating with and stuff like that. And of course, we're going to plan and schedule it. We don't want to do back to backs. We don't want multiple people here at once because one, that's too busy for us, right? But then that's not fair to that person that wants to come and maybe stay for a weekend or something here. So it's like, hey, we want to give you that undivided attention and dedicate our time to be able to hang out with you because that was something we loved this weekend. But it was a challenge in the fact that now you're, at one point there was 3 different couples here, or 3 different groups, whatever.
Well, I loved it.
No, it was awesome. But you're and everybody got along great, right? Everybody was hanging out with everybody. It was not anything bad at any means. But for us being here, it's like, all right, now I'm trying to entertain 3, and I was like, well, I was gonna do this with that person while they were here, and this with that person. You know what I mean?
And if you were at Mid America last year, Auntie Ann, I know you were because Auntie Ann kept like busting my chops over it. Tara, sit down. Tara, sit down. Tara, sit down. I can't because everyone was at our campsite. And so, like, I felt the need to have to host and cook for everybody and do all the things and be the
and we love doing it.
And we loved it.
But it's exhausting when you're done. Yeah. Where's the next meetup? Cass asking. So, as far as, like I said, the only option of one that we have that we're going to go to would be Mid America, and that one is going to be at Lake Texoma, down on the border of Texas and Oklahoma, and that's like it's in May. I would lie to you if I gave you the exact dates. What you can do is go to MT Homestead on Facebook, and they have all the information of the event, places to stay, all that kind of stuff. And of course, Mike and Terry, every time they do a live, it's always scrolling. I don't think that, no, I don't have one over here.
I'll add one for our main live on.
Yeah, we'll put one on so that we can at least announce for that one for them and help get everybody to Mid America, because I think they're doing a 10 killer one. I think there's some other ones going on, guys.
And we're not taking away from any of the others.
Well,
but clearly we're closer with Mike and Terry because of Sergeant's Talking, just because that's life, right? You gravitate and you become friends with people. And when it came for us to have to downsize our meetups, because literally we could spend all year long going to meetups, we just can't do that this year. So
but also, Kath, if you look up, and I know I don't know if he's going to be in here tonight, with it being members only, but on our normal lives, Webb's Web, his name's Ralph. You go to his YouTube page, and he actually has a list of locations, times, and all that for meetups, and he's got quite a bit of stuff. There's a whole spreadsheet calendar that you can go in there. Dawn says they won't make it because that's son's graduation. That's a very valid reason.
Once, Dawn. We'll miss you, but we'll be praying for a good graduation. It's like 6 hours for us.
Yeah, it's a long drive.
And that's, I think, on a good drive. Yeah. Right?
Not gonna sell that
still
one,
giving troubles. Hi, Ida.
There's Ida.
Dawn,
it is May 15th to the 18th. Yeah. Well, we will.
Wade.
Yeah, it's May 15th to 18th, and they announce and they do put some stuff on their channel, on their face, or not on their. They do it on the Facebook, yes, but on YouTube's. There's Wade up in the great state of Montana. Awesome. Glad you're up here, Wade. Hopefully you're not getting any of that white stuff down.
So, guys, this is a members only live. Baby, I made some banners. Why don't you fly those beautiful banners? We have 68 members, y'all. It's crazy. Yeah. So we're just going to throw those out. we'll run through our jesters, our knights, and
Yeah,
our
the
lords
one's
and our
rolling right now
ladies.
for a little bit, guys. I'll leave them and.
Yeah. And this was as of like 15 minutes prior to our live. So they should be fully updated.
I'd fly in, rent a car, get a hotel. I guess I don't have camping stuff. I'm a city girl. Yeah, and that was the thing was it's right close to Durant, Oklahoma, and there's a big casino resort there.
There's a lot of hotels.
But there's a lot of hotels. There's Airbnbs and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it kind of sucks because they got a lot of good information on the Facebook page. But you might be able to, even without you having a personal Facebook, be able to just like pull that link.
Lauren, we did too. That was scary.
Gone from in America this past spring, the tornado. Yeah. Yeah, and then that's also a big thing too. Like we said, was with the animals. Now we did find out, I guess, putting information out there a little bit early is so Sweet Pea had her kits.
She had 7.
She had 7. We did find out this morning the 3 of them didn't make it. So
Danielle and I even covered the whole
yeah
thing with blankets, because we had a freeze warning, which normally is not a big deal for baby bunnies unless it's day 1 or 2, which it happened to be. So unfortunately, we did lose 3.
And then a lot of you know that we gave a doe that we had bred, and we had 2 other does that were here that were bred. All at the same time as Sweet Pea, so we're like, hey, they should birth within a day or 2 of one another.
Yeah.
And
but they were our youngest.
Nothing.
Girls.
And we talked to Big Mike today, and he said, yeah, his still hasn't. So they being first time and being young, they might not have took. I mean, we watched and we did the whole typical breeding procedure for it.
2-day, 3 fall drop off.
And
so
it did rain a lot last year.
Yeah.
And I think we had we missed the rain last year because we actually we booked 1 extra night because those storms were coming in, if you remember. And we wrote it out because that was the night that Pops' awning got ripped off the top of his.
Yeah. And I'm glad that we booked the extra day because that was the first time I saw my husband all weekend. Yeah. It's like we get to meetups and I'm like, anyone see my husband? I have no idea where my husband went. Gone. He's like, peace out, homie.
All right, well, Sheila's not going to be able to type a lot tonight, guys. She says that I can't type much at emergency hand surgery to clean out a staph infection and save my thumb. But wow, you listen away, sister. We appreciate you being in here. Hopefully that heals fast, and
that's rough.
Yeah, doing that whole hunt and peck on the type deal. No white stuff, but it's colder outside now. My mountains are nice and white. Nice. But rabbits must not have taken. We were supposed to have babies on Monday, but not. Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe there was, because Sweet Pea, we bred all 4. The Sweet Pea, which she was older.
She was the oldest sister.
Yeah. And then but out of that same batch, we did 2 other ones. Well, 3 but the one that we gave Big Mike, and then 2 that we currently have.
But they were late juveniles, but they still should have been old enough to breed.
Well, ATM, you were freezing once the sun went down. Anyway.
None of them took. So if we don't have babies in the morning, guess who's getting rebred? Because we got 4 from Chrissy that are growing out. They're the sweetest little things. And then, of course, Sweet Pea had 4. That ain't enough meat. So
yeah,
we have to breed the other 2.
And with them being in the cages they're in, they'll do a lot better because they're in the original rabbit hutches that we had.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with our rabbit hutches.
No, but I'm saying because we're really on that line, that cusp of whether we should breed them or not, because of which I think right now we're good, right? We'll do it in November, but when we start looking towards mid to end December, January, you really don't, and you'll even kind of going into February. We don't want to be having kits during that time because that's when we get our steady freezes, and it makes it hard for them to survive.
Which we've got some plans, guys. So we're going to be home the majority of 2026, with the exception of some bean spilling I'm going to give y'all. But don't put it in comments outside this live.
Ida says in Idaho it's starting to rain and the snow will be coming soon.
You.
Joel and I have been asked to host a meetup here, smaller and more intimate. We are considering it. Yeah.
I mean,
And that's the thing. And I mean, honestly,
it just
Lauren, if you're talking
depends.
about, are you talking about doing it at your property, or are you talking about just doing it in the local area? Because that's kind of our thing. Like, they've even talked with us about wanting to host Freedom Weekend here.
I'm like, no, we're not ready.
And I was
We're
like,
not ready.
No. There's not enough room for that.
No,
I got a lot more.
I don't have enough time in my day to do another
Oof.
meetup. No, plan it or anything.
What happens
No.
in the live stays in the live.
That's right. That's right. So we have our cruise in January, and that is a cruise with the rest of the YouTubers, and like Auntie Anne's going to be there. Everyone's going to be there. This was not a treat, right? We are all doing our own payments and blah blah blah. Well, because we've been on so many cruises this year, we get a lot of good offers. A lot of good offers. And although we're not going to be leaving the homestead a lot next year, because it's not necessarily the length of each trip, it's the how often we're making the trips. Because then we're gone all the time.
That's what I
and
figured,
then
Lauren.
everything I've just felt has been on a time frame. Like, oh, now we're home. I got to get this done, this done, this done, and I got to get it done before this date. And that is something I'm not willing to subscribe to anymore. But what we can do is schedule time for just Jason and I. Just Jason and I. Because you know what? We've lived here in Arkansas for 3 years. We didn't kayak once, or no. Yeah, you and I did not go out at all by ourselves kayaking. You and I did not go out and camp for the weekend anywhere. Just he and I.
Right.
Just he and I. Like, somehow when we got here, granted we're YouTubers, whatever, but Jason and I don't get to do a lot of things. Just us, no one else. So we were looking, and these are the beans spilling. So
okay, pause 1 moment.
What?
Was Indiana was talking about with a banner, and I just switched up to the next. She says, I watched the name scroll by 4 times. So I guess what I just realized was, even though we transfer names over, at the end it's got dots. There's more names. That's not all the members.
It's giving you dots?
Yeah, it gave you
dots.
I
should have like.
Well, here, because there's a character limit, is how many.
It said 1,000.
But I mean, there's a lot of jesters, and obviously there's a lot of knights. Look, there's 3 dots.
So it didn't do it right.
Yeah, it didn't.
Okay, sorry, it's on me, Auntie Anne. It said it had 1,000 characters, and I was well within my 1,000 characters. So I'm not sure why it's not.
Well, get
here. I was trying to figure it out, but it's a free version, so it's whatever.
So
oh wait, she saw it this time. She did.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, Leanne.
What happened to the high tab?
I mean, you don't have to throw the lords and the ladies up. We have 2. We have a lord
Yeah, but
and
I was
a lady.
just trying to see.
They're all there. Trust me, I double checked. So Jason and I did a thing. And this is the wonderful thing about cruising, because you get really, really good offers.
Oh, that's a good question.
And you get how long? You mean the cruise lines? They're constantly sending us more and more.
Yeah,
and more.
And so kind of how it works, but before we go into what she wanted to spill, was
I'm spilling beans.
You'll get probably some of your better offers, your best upfront offers within the first week to 2 weeks of getting back from the cruise. But they'll keep sending you emails week in, week out, month in, month out, up until basically the date of the cruises. And you can book them a year out. So there are, each offer has a different expiration. Typically, the ones that we've been seeing, we kind of have like we'll have like a month to make a decision on that specific deal, because Carnival just does that, right? They just go through every month and they're changing.
I had 3 more offers in my
their discount codes and stuff like that. So, and then you basically can book up to a year out to have that offer valid. So,
and what I'll do is I'll get on the Carnival site and then find a cruise.
Leanne Gunther baited in. Hello, Leanne.
I already said hi.
Well,
and then I call Wanda, because Wanda's gonna double check for me. It don't cost me anymore to go through Wanda. So I'm gonna call Wanda, and we're on the phone with Wanda for like a half hour. She's like sifting through everything. And yeah, instead of travel next year, Jason and I decided that we couldn't turn down this offer. Could not turn it down. Here comes the bean spilling, folks. We are actually going to be doing a 2-week cruise. A 2-week. Our room is free. We get free drinks in the casino. So, like, bottoms up, ladies. And a $300 onboard credit. Taking out taxes and gratuities, it'll be for like $400. Now, our price is not going to be your price, because these are our deals based on what we spend and what we buy. So it's going to be for whatever. But we couldn't turn it down. Couldn't turn it down.
Yeah. And it's all ports.
Where can you go for 2 weeks for, I think.
It was more than that.
No, I'm saying, so pulling out gratuities, it was $700. $700. And you're still going to tip wherever you go. Where can you go for 2 weeks where your food is free, your lodging is free, and you're going to pay tips anyway?
And there's entertainment that's
and
free.
You get entertainment. Yeah. And you can get off. And this is a different cruise that goes to different places. Only one repeat is Cozumel. But we're going to the Panama Canal and like all these really cool places. Limon, Caraco, Key West.
There was like what 6 or 7 different.
It's a 14-day cruise.
Yeah, it's a 14-day. So
yeah.
And yeah, Auntie Ann saying she didn't get a deal. Of course, it's the first time she's ever been on one. Right. And yeah, and we didn't on the first
Hang
one
tight.
we did either.
They'll get you. There's Jonesy.
But once there he is. But yeah, once you go on one of them, then they start giving you. And then of course, it depends. Like we got good deals because, well, one of us really likes the casino and did pretty well and earned enough points to be able to get us. So, that's kind of the other thing is like, if you go in the casino, you're going to get, and that's what like threw us off a little bit.
They want you to come back.
Well, but yeah, you get a deal from the casino side, but then you get a deal from, but you have to pick or choose. It's not like you can combine the two sides. You get one from the Carnival, and then you get one because like, we're Carnival members, right? Join their VIP club. And so you get one.
You will, Auntie Ann.
Yeah.
Just wait. You will. You will. It's addictive. Cruising is, and like, but the thing I want to remind people too, I was 51 years old before I was 8, and I've always wanted to do it. 51 before I took my first cruise.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I've worked my butt
and being
off.
able to make payment plans on them, that's honestly what threw me off was I never knew a payment plan was an option.
Yeah.
So I wanted
$104.
I've wanted to go on a cruise for a really long time, but it was like I don't have $2,000 to drop on going on a cruise right now. Like that's not feasible. And
I will tell you, each cruise
but being
gets
able to
cheaper.
Spread it out.
Each cruise gets cheaper.
If you shop around the right way, it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you got to be smart.
Just like that. And so I'm going to go back to this. Wade was talking about it. Yeah, I'm still working on things so I can make my big trip to see you guys. And many people stop me before I go to you, and I'll stay long enough to have a big smoke out party. Absolutely, Wade. Like
we have
that's going to be.
You can use.
Yep. And and hopefully he's gonna have some shine. Ready.
But that cruise is not until the end of November of 2026. So we are going to be hitting it hard, all of that. And as of now, the only thing that we're rogered up for is Freedom or Mid America.
Janky B. So I've never been on a cruise. Yeah, we hadn't until the beginning of the year, and boy, it's an addiction now. And when you look into it, like, you would spend that money doing a lot of small trips and stuff like that. So why not do it being able to go out and you don't, even if we went camping for 7 days, right? But then you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're doing all this stuff to where you don't have to do any of that.
$500 just for the campground when we went up north.
Yeah.
Like, and we had to buy food, and we had to buy alcohol, and we had to buy, it's nuts. The more you cruise, the cheaper they get. It's crazy. Yeah.
Have you bought that already, Etienne? Doing an excursion swimming with the dolphins? It's better. I know that was what she was most excited about too.
Oh yeah.
So,
see, we don't do excursions. Jason and I will get off on a port long enough to go get our passport stamped because dang it, I got a passport. I want it stamped. We kind of mosey around, look at things, and then we get back on the ship. And then we go to the Serenity Bar or Serenity Club, and it's awesome. It's empty. We get to enjoy ourselves. Yeah.
Well, happy early birthday, Wade. I'm sure we'll talk to you between now and then and wish that to you again. But 57. It was actually funny, Wade, because Tara had forgot that you had sent that message in Messenger, and she was going through Messenger, and she's like, hey,
I'm still not caught up.
Here's a picture of Wade, just random. It doesn't say anything. Do you know anything about this? And I'm like, yeah, it was from the last live. And she's like, oh.
Well, there was a lot of bagels involved in that.
And he's accurate. He doesn't look 57.
No.
Kat says, I was 20 when I went on my first cruise. Graduation present from my Nana. Awesome.
Aww. That's so cool. Soaring Eagle.
Rob's daddy loved his Soaring Eagle Casino.
I've been there.
The comps he had were unreal, yeah. Now,
Yeah.
I never get that's the funny thing is, we got, we earned enough points there, but when we lived 7 miles from a casino when we were in Michigan.
And we're there all the time.
And went there all the time and never
get comps.
Yeah, I think
But they just opened
you get free credit, or you get some free play credits or something on your birthday or something.
In their defense, we moved away before the hotel was done. But we looked at hotels.
Oh, that would be awesome, Jonesy. They're doing a cruise from Brisbane to Cairns and North Queensland and visiting the Great Barrier Reef.
So, Jonesy, yes. The answer is yes. We have looked. And we are shopping. And we're waiting for those really good deals to come in from Carnival.
Well,
when they do a repositioning cruise, a transatlantic 15-day, 16-day. We're going to work it out. We're getting to Tasmania. You wait. It may be 2027 or 2028.
Well, and I think the way I'd looked at it was the best way to do it was going to be kind of one of those that we'd get over to Europe somewhere. We could probably catch one, like a one-way or something down to Australia, and then we're going to have to fly from the main island to Tasmania.
Oh, there's a whole thing.
Yeah. It's going to be we'll be back in the States in a month, y'all.
Yeah.
Yes, I booked with a cruise. It's the only excursion we'll do. Oh, awesome. Well, the other thing was, if you hadn't, I would tell you to get on there and do that, because this is about the time that a lot of the excursions start selling out.
Yeah,
if that's something you want to.
For those that are going on the January cruise, in Cozumel, we are doing Mr. Sancho's. It's not with Caribbean cruises or with Carnival cruises. It is separate. They used to be, and then they're not now. And so you get on the Mr. Sancho's website. It's a $5 hold for your place. It's only $68 for an entire day. All meals and drinks are included, and it's a resort on the beach. So when we went on the last couple cruises at Cozumel, that is where everyone we talked to, Mr. Sancho's, Mr. Sancho's, Mr. Sancho's. So we will be booking Mr. Sancho's for Cozumel. That's our only excursion. That's all we're doing. We're doing nothing more.
And Jonesy's cruise is going over New Year's Eve too.
Wow,
we looked at a couple of those as a possibility before we booked this next one, and But they were pretty pricey doing the whole New
We
Year's.
take the cheap cruises,
Well, right.
inside rooms.
But then also thinking about it, like, yes, we go there to have a good time. We meet awesome people every time we go on a cruise. But we're not really there for the party scene, you know, to like watch all the.
We don't go to the
super
nightclubs.
drunken. I know we sit here on lives and get ourselves feeling good, but yeah, I'm not.
We're happy just to.
I'm not about a booze cruise, I guess. Yeah.
Well, we are, but in a more intimate fashion. So we find a deck where there's like a little cluster of chairs, and we hang out there.
Yeah.
And whoever walks up, is a seat taken? Absolutely not. Sit on down. What's your name? You know, I mean, like for us, that's the part of it. We do like the piano bars.
Yeah.
We do like the piano bars. We've never been to an actual show, although we've walked past one a couple times.
We caught a couple of the big shows.
Yeah, on the Jubilee, it was like out in the open.
Well, and the other part was like, if you want to get in like the comedy clubs or something, you've got to go like an hour before showtime. Yeah. Dawn's asking the new one, the one on the Hope Church.
Yes, the Hope Thrift and Gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's right across the street from Vantive, the old Baxter. So it's literally right across the street, and they're only open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yes.
Yes. Yep. Super awesome place.
Oh, that's awesome, Wade. No, that was super cool. Like I said, it's always good, even especially when we don't. A lot of times when we're on here, if you don't have a picture up on your profile for like your avatar or anything, it's always good put a name to the face, because I'm always better with faces than I am with names, anyways. Shiloh and then Dawn both talking about doing the Alaska and Europe ones.
So Shiloh Acres, there is a company. If you guys watch Gone with the Winds, I didn't know this was a thing. You can do what do they call them in Europe? They're channel tours. You literally rent like a channel longboat. I don't.
Oh, the narrow boat.
The narrow boats. Yes, you rent a narrow boat. They give you like a 30-minute captain's training, and you can do the Ireland and Scotland, and we are looking into that. See that as a potential for the future for us. It's not terribly expensive. It's honestly not.
Yeah.
You can take narrow boats through the canals.
A lot of what we've seen of is honestly, it's the flight from the States over there. The flight getting over there and the flight coming back is because we've seen like with those transatlantic ones, right? That they'll leave the States and then they head over and you end up in Spain or somewhere. But then we price tickets because they're one way. The ships will go over there to do their refits and that kind of stuff.
4 months.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you're like, well, how do I get one on the way back? And no, there's a big gap.
Thank you, Amy.
That would
boats,
come back.
Yes, thank you, Jonesy.
And the long narrow boats, canal boats and stuff. Yeah, well, Jonesy, it makes sense. You're gonna do the bands and music. I'd like the end of season Trans-Pacific cruise.
And that's the beauty of a cruise, because whatever your interests are, there's something there.
So
my interest is pizza, and guess what? You can get anytime pizza. Yes.
Amy rocking the White Rock shirt today. Appreciate you, sister. Say
Ann,
sup to Chris.
That is something else that we're looking at, because I've done 10 days in Punta Cana, and we have our passports. We are looking at that, and for our 2026 vacation, it actually was cheaper for us to do this 14-day cruise than it was for us to do even a week at an all-inclusive. Flights included.
Oh.
I did look. Trust me. I'm the bargain bitch. I'm going to find the best deal for a vacation.
Cass says if you go to St. Lucia, you can rent something like a Vespa, which is like a little moped scooter deal.
Yeah.
And cruise the island alone. It's beautiful. Just remember to drive on the opposite side of the road.
Yes.
We had actually seen that it was actually...
Jonesy.
Yeah, that was in Cozumel. They were trying to get us to course, they have cabs and all that stuff, right? But then there was one guy that we had stopped, the vendor.
Yeah, I was trying to get his
And
name.
yeah, they had scooters and dune buggies and all kinds of. Chris said, "Sup, cool, sup, dude."
Jonesy, which cruise line?
Trans-Pacific. So that would be like a West Coast.
Yeah, one of the trains. Yes, but I never, at least not with Carnival. That's what I'm saying. Like Jonesy,
Well, they might not go
what
out
line?
yeah.
What line are you speaking of? Share the details. Because how cool would that be to do a transatlantic or a trans-Pacific to get over there? Because we've also looked at that, getting like a temporary visa and staying there for a month or two, renting something and enjoying that culture and experience. And then when the boat's ready to go back, we get back on the boat and we go back. Like,
and that's a lot of part of why we've said for this year, guys,
Thank you,
other
Leanne.
than the cruise at the end of the year, we're really trying to focus to be at home to get our major infrastructure done, to where all of our stuff is on one property.
Yep.
And it's all lockable. I've been looking into doing like some more kind of like security camera stuff. Not that we have any kind of issues about that, but it's one of those, the peace of mind for us when we leave, that, hey, I can pull my phone up, look at the camera, see kind of what's going on. If they message and say, hey, there's storm damage,
there's a huge push for Jenna.
Oh, yes.
So you guys are going to see a lot of content from Jenna's build. She's ready to hit it, and we need to hit it quick. So, but we want to thank all of our members. We hope you enjoyed. I think we missed last month because we were on the road.
Yeah.
But we hope you enjoy the members only lives. As is, you all voted in past lives. We will not make this live public until Friday. That is what you all have said in previous lives. So this particular live, this one will go live Friday. And then, of course, we're still going to go live Thursday on our Thursday night Homestead Hangout. Go show Tim some love. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. We love you guys. And we will see you Thursday.
Yeah. But yeah, and then after Tim tonight, guys, don't forget, Big Mike and I are doing Sergeant's Talk TV. Got some good stories lined up and get some stuff on there. So
thank you, Kath.
Get over there to Ridge Life, and then when you're done, get over there to Sergeant's Talk TV, y'all. All right. Appreciate y'all coming in.
Bye, guys.
Really do. Thanks for the comments.
Love you.
Go on now. Get on out of here. Go. Get.